Shalom everybody, Rabbi Shapira here. I'm very glad you're tuning into the channel this evening. This is not a normal time and this is not a normal broadcast. Normally you would see me in a suit or a tie or at least in my studio. Tonight I am dressed casually because I'm here in Portugal. And in the middle of the night, the Lord told me to drop everything and give you this urgent prophetic update. You see, I'm here in Portugal for the release of my book, The Fall of Edom. And I urge you, if you speak any language, read this book, English, Spanish, French, Italian, German, Korean, Portuguese. Read this book. Tonight you're not going to see cute graphics on your screen, and you're not going to hear scary music in the background. You're just going to hear my voice speaking to you about what the heck is happening before our own eyes right now. I sincerely hope that you will not just share and like, but you leave your comment so we know that you're hearing us, that you understand, that your heart is burdened for what is happening right now. But I also urge that Christians will not be arrogant and say, relax. You see, the things that are coming before us are going to be a great trouble, not just for Jacob, but for the entire world. Israel is the heartbeat of all humanity. And Israel, friends, are entering into this time of the great and terrible distress. Secondly, I hope that everybody will go and read this book, The Fall of Edom. This is truly an urgent reading. Tonight, I want to go to what I wrote in 2023, friends, when I released this revelation to you. Please read The Fall of Edom. Understand what is happening right now with the release of Edom-Alexander from the Hamas terror nightmare that he's been in. Here is the highlights that hit today, just a few moments ago, to the Ynet Israeli newspaper. It says, the deal of hostages, the expansion of the Abraham Accord and the normalization and the continuous and expansion of the pressure of the United States of America upon Israel. And the article from Ynet read, United States is advancing a dramatic and extensive operation right now, that in the midst of it, they look to release all the hostages where Netanyahu found between a rock and a hardship. As many of the cabinet of Israel, I tell him to go into Gaza, but it is United States right now who is saying, don't do it. We are in charge and we are in control. You see, it says that the release of the soldier Edom-Alexander and the historic visit of President Trump in the Persian Gulf and now in Qatar, and today shaking the hand after the 25 years with the new leader of Syria that threatened Israel, and the closer connection to Turkey. All of those things are part of an extensive and dramatic action. It's come to serve United States of America and not Israel. The expansion of the accord here, the restoration of Gaza and normalization between Israel and Saudi Arabia has been prophesied as the final sign of Gog and Magog. And now the expansion of this deal into Syria is even beyond belief. It's absolutely stunning that we are going to talk about this right now. What is happening? That the United States brokering a complete deal in the Middle East, which will lead to normalization deal, as it will be part of the fact that Syria and also Hamas itself is going to stay in power in such a way, while Iran itself will be allowed to have a civil nuclear capabilities. You are hearing it correctly. And you're asking the question, how can it be that President Trump will allow those things to take place? Friends, I want you to hear what I'm about to tell you, and I want you to hear it loud and clear. The very final stage of Gog and Magog have two phases. Phase one is those two kingdoms. One that is called Ishmael, and another kingdom that is called Edom, or Rome, are going to be reconciling with one another. Step one, there is going to be a reconciliation between those two kingdoms. But this reconciliation will not last. It will be short-lived. And this reconciliation will lead to the final round of Gog and Magog. Now listen to what I wrote in the book, The Fall of Edom, in page 109. Tonight, you do not need flashy graphic on your screen. You simply need to listen to what I have written 15 months ago and go and read this book, The Fall of Edom. Listen to what I wrote, and it is critical that let's take it into account. I wrote, one thing is for certain, a great war between Rome, which represents Esav, whoever it is, and Ishmael, representing Islam, is undoubtedly coming despite their initial alliance. There is an alliance, and this alliance that the Bible speaks about, that the rabbi is speaking about, between Rome and Ishmael is going to be short-lived, and is going to lead for the final explosion between Edom and Zion. It is coming. Friends, President Trump right now is making a pact with Ishmael. The rabbi said that we will see a pact, specifically with Saudi Arabia, that is coming before us. As mainstream media tell us, we know that this is the time of the coming of the Messiah. And listen to the Zohar on this topic. Listen to what it says in Psikata de Rabati and Yalkut Shimoni and Midrash Tanchuma, as it's telling us exactly what is coming before us. The year, meaning the season that King Messiah is revealed, all the kings of the world, nations are provoking each other. Exactly what is happening right now. The king of Iran provoked another king, the king of Saudi Arabia. And the Arab king of Saudi Arabia will go to a nation for advice and a counsel. And which nation is going to go to? To Edom. Where is Donald Trump right now? He is in Qatar. He is negotiating with the Arab world, and the Arab world is asking him for advice. Exactly what the scripture says. Brothers and sisters, I want you to hear what I'm telling you. This prophecy that I'm reading to you today, and I've given you all the references in the Fall of Edom, is happening before our own eyes. There's only one nation that is respected by Ishmael, which is the United States of America. And it says here that the Arab king, meaning the Saudi king, will go to Edom and he will take the advice from them. What advice are we talking about? The advice is the advice about normalization with Israel. Friends, I have given it to you 15 months ago. And I wish people would have listened to what I wrote 15 months ago. You need to read this book today. It's more relevant than ever before. You see, the king will receive this advice from Edom, and then it will cause another king to rise. And this king is the king of Persia. And it says, based upon this, the king of Persia, straight from my own book I'm reading, will destroy the entire world. and all the rest of the nation that are scared and shocked and fall off their faces, and they will suffer like a woman during the time of birth pain. The moment Saudi Arabia signed a deal, the moment there is an expansion of Abraham Accords, exactly what Trump is doing with this moment, that is going to be the moment that we're going to see the birthing pain. The rabbi says, some say that it will be 12 months, some say it will be 9 months. It resembles a birth pain. Could it be that we enter in the final 12 months? It's possible. It's possible. During the same time, the Midrash said, Israel will also be scared, shaking, and confused, and ask, where can we go? Then God tells them, my sons, do not be afraid. All I did for you. And what are you scared for? It is time for your redemption. Brothers and sisters, here is the secret. This is the sequence of events that I want you to understand today. Step one, there is going to be some agreement between two superpowers. Ishmael, representing the Arab world, and the nations of United States of America, who is going to make this deal with them. United States has pushed Israel completely aside right now because they are making a covenant with Ishmael. Understanding, I know it's upsetting to you, especially to my American friends. It's very upsetting to think about the United States and Donald Trump making a pact with Ishmael. Qatar even offering him an airplane, for crying out loud. But that's going to be short-lived. From that, we'll see the birthing of the final beast, the last beast, the beast representing Edom. And this beast, friends, brothers and sisters, is the beast that Israel is going to have to face. Today, we have an opportunity to really not side with this and understand how crafty is the enemy. He released Edom, and we are all very, very glad for that. But he did it through a satanic and demonic activity. Know the truth. They have given him as a thanksgiving to Donald Trump so that Donald Trump will turn against Israel. He's in the Middle East. He's not even visiting in Israel. And this great prophecy that we just read about is being fulfilled before our eyes. Friends, the fall of Edom is before us. I urge you, read this book, The Fall of Edom. Get yourself ready. Don't be spiritually naive from the things I'm telling you today. Hope you receive this word today with an urgent warning to America. America, turn back to God. Turn back to Israel. Do not shun Israel. Those who shun Israel will be shunned by King Messiah. God bless you, and make sure you read The Fall of Edom. Shalom.